Hello. Wait a minute for some y'all to come in. I'll do this Beto wrap up. Beto or rock. It's funny, people still say his name with like an accent. It's like, that nigga ain't got a lick of Hispanic in his ass. We all know that. But people, the way that his supporters defend him with that is they say, oh, he never said he was Hispanic. Beto is short for Robert. Yeah. We know. But we don't, I don't know. I can't even get into that. How his name is pronounced is the least of our problems. Okay. So, real quick, I'm about to go to work, but before I go in, I just wanted to wrap up. It's clearly been a very interesting last 10 days, 11 days. Plus, I'm working a lot. Plus, you know, there's personal things as well. And it's a lot. It's a lot. But I do what I can. I'm trying to give you guys the best of me. Trying to give you the best of what I'm here for, which is to save the Republic. Not to be fighting with Antifa through TikTok. But speaking of fighting with Antifa through TikTok, Marlon, who has been on this show, you guys have seen pictures of me with him from the band fam. He did a show yesterday, and Chris Taylor Brown was on it. So if you go into my community tab, you'll be able to see where that is, the link to that is. So if you want to see the video of me and Marlon and Chris Taylor Brown from Trapped, all talking about kind of the origins of the situation and what, you know, how the gang stalking started with him, and then it came to me and bro, and now it is starting with some of the people who supported us. So it's like, the more these fucking dipshits talk, the more there is to record. And so if any of you fucking gang stalkers are out there, just know, you may not like what we have to say, but if you keep harassing us, we're documenting it. So just keep running your mouths. Keep running your mouths. Keep making yourself look bad, because you look bad to a lot of people. And you're not going to win this fight. Just understand, you're not going to win this fight. Not with me. Not with me. No one ever has, and no one ever will. Anyway, so check that out in the community tab. It's about an hour and I believe 10 minutes, or an hour and 20 minutes. And I thought it was a really good interview if you want to get to know Chris Taylor Brown a little bit better and see what he's passionate about, and why he says the things he says, and why Trapped has taken the heat that they've taken. And I just think his resilience these past few years has just been incredible. It's an incredible example of why we don't bow to the mob. Why we don't bow to the mob, ever. All right, moving on. About Beto Rock. Yan, man. Okay, man. Beto Rock. All right, so here's what we need to know. Number one, his average donation is only $36. Number two, he will not and cannot reach the Hispanic community because Mexicans don't fuck with him. Number three that you need to know. They are very, very serious about these walking block. They call it block walking. And I have a video from like 4 months ago where I went out to one event to try to see what it was. I live streamed it. I had my phone in my hand until we started saying names and addresses, because obviously I don't want to, well, I wish I could, but I can't hurt any Democrats, not right now. The block walking is kind of their number one strategy in terms of getting the word out about him running for governor. This is how they are going to secure votes. Again, they don't give a fuck about reaching across party lines to Republicans. They don't give a shit about the Hispanic vote. Dartheon. They don't give a shit about the Hispanic vote, and they're not going to go try to get it. Okay. The biggest strategy that I gathered just in my little old Ginny Red Pill brain, which is quite stupid at some times, okay? But most of the time, I think I'm spot on. They said something like, people don't vote. I'm paraphrasing. People don't vote, voters vote. So you have to understand, these people are not concerned with building a campaign that is driven by a lot of media and a lot of money. This is what they're doing. They're looking at the list of Beto supporters from 2018, and they're making sure that they've got Beto's vote secured with their past vote, with his past voters. Now they're looking at the list of Democrats that voted for Joe Biden, and all of this, you can find who voted for who. This is all public information. Or you can't find who voted for who, but you can find out what people's Democratic or political affiliations are. Like, people know how to do that. I don't know how to do it. There's a way to do it. It's public. As a registered voter, you register with your party affiliation, and that is public record. So they said, according to them, and we know Democrats lie, but according to them, that there was a certain number of Biden voters that didn't vote in 2018, but they voted in 2020. So they are going to try to get the Biden vote. They're trying to flip the Biden vote into a Beto vote. So they are aggressively going to, block walk. They're going to aggressively block walk for the Biden voters that they have on their list. And I showed you guys this last time we did the video. I showed you the app that they use for the block walking. I showed it to you. I will show it to you again at some point. They're going to take that app and they're going to just secure votes. They're not concerned about signing up new voters. They're not concerned about getting in good with all the Californians that just moved here, even though that's probably most of their demographic. They're not concerned about the black vote. They're not concerned about the rancher vote. They're not concerned about the farmer vote. They're not concerned about the old Texas money vote. They're not concerned about trying to convert any Republicans. Their only strategy is to block walk and secure the Biden voters for Beto O'Rourke, and they have the list of Biden voters in Texas, okay? Now, what I did, because block walking is so important to them, I basically volunteered to be a block walk coordinator, all right? So if you watch the video on Instagram, I posted the link yesterday. You can hear me playing along and trying to help them. Now, what I saw yesterday was that the motherfuckers that were there, most of them do not really give a shit about block walking. So that's good. So now we know that there is a supply issue for Beto with the labor. There's a supply issue. Beto O'Rourke is more of a novelty to these people than an actual leader. He is concerned, which again makes sense in a certain way, because he's not really going to be that concerned about his image. He's not really that concerned about the media. He's not really that concerned about pushing his message or in his campaign in different places. He's not. He's concerned about making sure that the Biden voters of Texas vote for him. And that's all they're going to focus on, because numerically, yeah, exactly. Most of them were there to just take pictures with him. Numerically, there are enough Biden voters in Texas to where he could win. Now, I'm not saying I have a response to this strategy. I'm saying that I want to uncover their strategy so we know what to do with it. Okay? We have to know what to do with his strategy. So keep your thinking caps on. Put your ideas in the comments. Anything that you want to say about it. The block walking is going to be the thing that takes him over the finish line. So you fucking Texans, you fucking comfortable, lazy, complacent, comfortable ass cowboys out there. The one I'm talking to you, you know who I'm talking to you. All right? Y'all need to get serious about block walking too. Because what we don't want is we don't want Biden supporters voting for Beto, because that is what is going to take him over the finish line. There are enough numbers in Texas of crazy Democrats who are here now and registered here now, Californians, Chicagoans, New Yorkers that are here now that want to keep this blue shit going, even though it's destroyed the states that they've come from. They want to keep the blue wave coming. If there is a blue wave, I don't think there really is. But we have got to understand their strategy and understand what they're looking at and what their targets are. All right? That's what we got to do. And Greg Abbott's campaign, don't be comfortable. Don't think that you got enough support in the rural areas. That don't get comfortable and think that your people are going to come out and vote when everyone is assuming that the other person is going to go out and vote. Because while you're assuming that other people are going to go out and vote and keep Texas red, Beto's going to be knocking on doors to make sure that he gets every fucking Biden supporter. And he will get, and don't worry, he will get a lot of support from the Biden-Harris administration. Because he's their little, I'm going to take your AR-15 puppet. He's that voice. He's that guy. He's not really known for much else, but he's known for that, okay? Now, people always say, oh, it's never going to happen in Texas. Did you know, and this is very important, did you know that when he ran for Congress against Ted Cruz, that he only won by... Ted Cruz only won by 200,000 votes? Don't get comfortable, Texas. 200,000 votes in a state as big as Texas is not a lot. It's not a lot. His people are boots on the ground, knocking on doors, making sure they secure every Biden vote they can get. Every single one of them. Y'all don't get comfortable. Y'all get your asses out there. And now listen, it puts me in a position where I'm starting to look at myself and say, you know what? Should I go help Greg Abbott out? Because you see, I wasn't here when the grid went down. I wasn't here for Snowmageddon in 2021. I wasn't here for the 4-month COVID lockdown. I wasn't here for any of that. I don't know Greg Abbott. I met Dan Patrick once, shook his hand, and that was it. I don't know how they're running this state. I'm trying to learn as much as I can, as fast as I can. The only way I'm going to help Greg Abbott out is by sabotaging Beto's campaign. And this is how I did it. They are going for the little section that I'm supposed... First of all, they don't even have my real name. They don't have my real number. I put a bunch of bullshit on that paper. I don't even live where it... Can you do both, double agent? Yeah, I guess I can do both. But here's what I want to do. Greg Abbott needs to fucking hire me. Greg Abbott needs to hire me. I need a position. I need a position, Greg Abbott. You want this? You need to hire me. Because there's only so much I can do out of the love of my heart, out of the goodness of my heart, okay? I will do the poll watching thing. I will do the poll clerking thing. That's a given. But as far as campaigning, I ain't knocking on nobody's fucking door. I'm not doing all that. But y'all better find some motherfuckers who will, because Beto is getting it together. And here's what's going to happen. What I think is, I think that every city he goes to, he probably has different people there. So like, if he does an event in San Antonio, I'll go to it. It's only about 2 hours away. No big deal. If he does one in Houston, that's only 3.5 hours away. If he does one in Dallas, that's only 5 hours away. No big deal. I don't mind. Now that I got a whip, I don't mind driving anywhere to go infiltrate his events. But if they keep seeing my face and nobody knows my real name, it's going to get suspicious after a minute. Okay? Either, and this is for all you Texans, either back me the fuck up and start coming with me and doing this with me, and we can get away with it. I mean, we got the brown skin. We speak Spanish. Okay? Se habla español. We can do this. We don't look suspect. But if any of his supporters find these videos and they point me out in an event, I'm fucking scrapping. I'm going to jail because I'm about to fight people. Okay? We got to figure this out, guys. I don't know what to do with this information, but I'm giving it to you so you can brainstorm with me. Where do we take it? What do we do next? What should I do next? I don't know. This is new for me, but I'll tell you this. I'm doing more than a lot of these motherfuckers on YouTube. You tell me when you seen Candace Owens doing what I'm doing. Now, yes, she did go to Patrice Cullors' houses. That was pretty fucking gangster. And she was pregnant. That was fucking G right there. I wish I could. I can't let my state go to pedophile hell. I hear you. I hear you. What I can do is I can start, if I do door knock and I do it by myself, though, I can do what I call like reverse propaganda. So instead of giving out, you know, the signs and the pamphlets and shit talking about how great Beta is and why you should vote for him, I could talk about how fucked up he is, and I could put that on people's door. But that's a one and done. So if I do that, I'm only going to be able to get away with it one time because it will get back to them. Okay. Hi, Renee. Thank you so much. Oh, there's a bunch of comments here. Beto has no chance. Too many oil workers lost their jobs in Texas. Off topic. Love the shades. Thank you. These are from England, but they're really from China. China. Teresa, I hear what you're saying, but if Ted Cruz could beat Beto O'Rourke in 2018 with only 200,000 votes, that is an alarming number to me personally. Okay? Just in my opinion, that's a very small number that could be tipped very easily, considering how many people in the last 4 years, okay, so that was 4 years ago, COVID has destroyed a lot of states, including my own, but you still got these fucking hipsters moving here. You still got these libtards moving here, and they're still going to keep the Gavin Newsom agenda alive, okay? Same with Chicago, same with New York, okay? There might be a huge population increase of Democratic voters since 2018. A lot of people left California after 2020, including myself. So you can't tell me that in the last 4 years, we haven't already had 200,000 libtards move into this state. So even if it's just 200,000, that levels the playing field in a scary way, and we can't have that. So, guys, I'm done. I got to go to work. That's the information I wanted to give you. Keep in mind those numbers, and keep in mind that the They are not looking for new voters. They're not looking to change anybody's mind. They're not looking to convert anybody. They're not looking to reach across the aisle. That is not their campaign strategy. Their campaign strategy is to scoop up every Biden voter that's in Texas. And with the numbers, they can do it. So just keep that in mind. So let's all brainstorm. Leave your ideas in the comments. Please go to my community tab. Go listen to my interview with Marland and Chris Taylor Brown. Also, go listen to my, or go watch my video on Instagram. I don't know why it wasn't letting me post. It wasn't letting me live stream in there. And I don't know if it was because of the reception or probably other people were live streaming. It could be anything. It could be anything. As soon as, you know, I left the building, my reception was good again. I don't know what it was. But just go to Instagram and watch it, okay? Red Pill Jenny on Instagram. Julie says, my skin isn't brown and I only speak English, but as a native Texan, I do not want help. However, I do not want to see Texas blue ever. Good. Well, Julie, I'm very happy that you're in this fight. And thank you for holding the line. Big Dog says, I had stronger foothold for support in Wichita, Kansas than here. Very depressing. Renee Martinez says, Jenny, I tried to reach out on LinkedIn. Reach out to who? Me? I don't even check my LinkedIn. Find me on Instagram. You guys can make phone calls. We can make phone calls and video calls on Instagram. It's just like Skype now. Pretty good quality as well. So anybody wants to talk to me on Instagram. Julie, just wear a blue wig and you're in. Right? Exactly. All right. Y'all be good. I gotta go to work. Y'all know what this means. Stand